It me, da Doom. Welcome to the hall. Back, Wargamers, to another KingBonezai hobby vlog. So these are my Gundabad Berzerkers, which I got about a year ago and converted them up a bit later than that. And yeah, I've been seeing wanting to do stuff. Still have another 6 to do. But yeah, so this is the base coat on these guys. And I've done a lot of converting. I had some in the basic pose and some, or the other 9 converted up in various poses with like double weapons and stuff. Mohawks and whatnot. So yeah, what I did is the armor, I just base coated in a bat and black. Then the flesh was a mixture of white scar, flayed one flesh, dawnstone, and that was how I mixed up, mostly like flayed one flesh and white scar with a bit of dawnstone, and that's what I did for the flesh. The fur parts were in Skaven White Dinge, and the brown areas like buckles and stuff and leather was Rhinoxide. Now you may be wondering, I'd said I'd base the armor in a bat and black, but why is it shiny? Well then, after the base coat, I then put on a roofing steel layer, so it's a very light silver, but it's also very watery. So it makes it kind of difficult to use with a lot, but what it's really good for is having a bit of the black show through. So it gets this really great base texture for the Gundabad. So yeah, that is pretty much how these guys have been done. And yeah, I will come back once they have been washed. See you then. So welcome back, Wargamers. So I've now washed my Gundabad Berzerkers. So I just gave them wash all over of Reikland Flesh Shade. And some parts on the armor I did over again to get extra rusty. Because yeah, on the flesh, it works nicely on the flesh, just makes everything else sturdier, maybe a little bit bloody. And makes the weapons and armor look rusted, which is an effect I really like that you can get with this. So yeah, that is what I've done, and I will come back once they have been highlighted. See you then. Back, Wargamers, I have now finished highlighting. Yeah, this guy's axe came off. I have finished highlighting and weathering my Gundabad orcs. So yeah, this has been, there's quite a bit going on with these guys. And I am really, really happy with how these guys came out. Absolutely happy, especially the skin. Absolutely thrilled with how it came out. Just amazing, amazing detail on these guys, and just very happy with how it came out. So I guess since the skin is the part I'm happiest with, I'll start with that. So pretty much it was a mix of flayed one flesh, white scar, and dawnstone. Mostly flayed one flesh and white stone, and then a bit of dawnstone. Oh, like the stone vermin fur. Here's dawnstone. And yeah, and then highlighting all the way up to just white scar. The mouths were bat and black. I think I mentioned that on the other parts of the video. So yeah, after the wash of Reikland Flesh Shade that rusted the armor was then dry brushed in lead belcher. It's absolutely amazing, the uses of Reikland Flesh Shade. It's great on flesh, it makes cloaks and, tunics look dirty, and it's amazing to rust armor, so it's just absolutely amazing, amazing wash. The fur coats were first storm vermin fur, then storm vermin fur mixed with dawnstone, highlighting up to dawnstone, and then dawnstone mixed with white scar. So let me find a really good example of that. This guy particularly is a good example. The hair was just flayed one flesh, then washed with Reikland Flesh Shade, then flayed one flesh, and then flayed one flesh and white scar. The bone areas was flayed one flesh mixed with a little bit of yield yellow, and then that mixed with white scar, highlighted up after, of course, the wash. The teeth were the same way, and the other bits were dry brushed in Rhinoxide, then dry brushed in Gorthor Brown, and then a bit of a mixture of Gorthor Brown and Flayed One Flesh for the final third dry brush on the tunics. It's a good example of how that came out on all the detail. Tunic isn't the right word. Loincloths and straps and buckles and whatnot. And I also did all the fingernails in Flayed One Flesh. There we are, so that they all have their fingernails. And the beards and like white grayish hair were just done the same way as the cloaks, only tended to get a bit lighter and for a bit more of it. My orcs are tangled up with their weapons. There we go. And yeah, the only other thing is the eyes and the wash. So first the wash. The mud wash was my usual one of Reikland Flesh Shade and Rhinoxide. So I did that all over the boots, if you can see that. Might blend in a little bit well with the rust, but you know, there's a bit more dirt splattered over the armor and the legs of the orcs here. I think you can see that a bit better. There we go. And then the eyes, they're actually different from the ways that usually do eyes. If you see in the movie, they kind of have this glowy white eyes. So what I did is I took Calgar Blue, then Calgar Blue mixed with White Scar, then pure White Scar for their eyes, and I really, really like how their eyes came out. So yeah, that's how I've done my Gundabad Berzerkers. I am really, really happy with how the first 6 came out, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing the next 6. So be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby. Oh wait, nope, sorry. Still one more, still have to get them on their bases. So yeah, I'll see you when these guys have been fully based. See you then. So welcome back, Wargamers. So I've now completed my Gundabad Berzerkers. So I did the bases in pretty much the same way I always do, excepting the fact that the bricks were washed with Reikland Flesh Shade as well. And yeah, the one other weathering I did was the snow, which I did put a bit of snow on the cloaks of some of them as they'd be running through a snowy environment. So yeah, these are my Gundabad Berzerkers. Finished. And yeah, so be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby. And Akman Ruki Astu. Thank you.